The Vedas, ancient scriptures that form the foundation of Hindu philosophy, encompass a vast array of spiritual teachings and cosmic principles. Among these, the concept of reincarnation, or the transmigration of the soul, stands as a central tenet. Reincarnation in Vedic thought intricately connects the eternal soul, Atman, the physical body, and the law of karma, which governs the moral consequences of one's actions. In the Vedic worldview, life is viewed as a continuous cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, samsara, driven by the accumulated karma from one's actions. This cycle is both a mechanism of justice and a path for the soul's spiritual evolution. The ultimate goal within this system is to attain moksha, or liberation from the cycle of rebirth, leading to a state of unity with the divine, Brahman. The Rig Veda discusses the relationship between the soul, or Atman, the body, and karma. When the soul leaves the body becomes lifeless. The actions performed by the body during life affect the soul's journey after death. Atman, the soul, intertwined with the body's actions weave karma's melody. In life, this trio coexists in harmony, each influencing the other eternally. The Yajurveda speaks of balance. The balance of life is maintained by righteousness and actions. When the soul is liberated, the body is left behind and karma ceases to bind. Without Atman, the body falls to rest, karma fades, and there's no further quest. Equilibrium in liberation's light, end of the cycle, pure and bright. The Samaveda emphasizes the reinforcement cycle. Perform good deeds, and you shall be reborn in a higher state. With each life, rise in spiritual knowledge and purity, thus ensuring more virtuous actions. Good karma leads to a life reborn, where spirit grows and knowledge adorns. In higher states, more virtue is sown, a cycle of goodness eternally known. The Atharva Veda discusses the negative feedback loop. Those who live unrighteous lives filled with suffering tend to commit further misdeeds, binding them deeper in the cycle of sorrow and rebirth. Suffering breeds actions that are dark, bad karma returns, leaving its mark a loop of sorrow, pain, and strife, binding the soul through endless life. The Rig Veda explains the causal relationship. By one's deeds, one accumulates karma. This karma determines the next birth, binding the soul to the cycle of life and death. Actions create karma's binding thread. Karma dictates where soul is led. Without deeds, there's no rebirth, an end to cycles, peace on earth. The Yajurveda speaks about reversion and liberation. Upon attaining moksha, the soul is freed from the cycle of rebirth. This liberation unites the soul with Brahman, the ultimate reality. Moksha ends the rebirth's chain, bringing liberation's gain. In union with Brahman, all is one. The journey ends. Enlightenment 1. The Atharva Veda touches on the non-linear nature of karma. The actions of past lives weave the destiny of the present. The karma accumulated shapes the future, and thus the soul's journey continues. Past actions weave the karma now, karma shapes the future's vow. In non-linear paths, the soul does flow, through time's river, to and fro. The Samaveda encourages reflection and understanding. By reflecting on past deeds, one gains insight into the workings of karma. This wisdom guides future actions, leading to better rebirths. Reflect on deeds of lives gone past, understanding karma's cast. With wisdom, future actions steer toward rebirths that are clear. The Rig Veda highlights inclusiveness in spiritual practice. Perform your karma, uphold your dharma, and cultivate devotion, bhakti. Together, they lead to liberation, moksha, and fulfillment of duty. Karma upholds dharma's way, dharma to bhakti does sway. Bhakti leads to moksha's gate, all three together, a holistic fate. The Yajurveda emphasizes exclusion of material desires. Free yourself from the illusions of Maya. A pure mind leads to spiritual growth, breaking free from the cycle of rebirth. Without Maya, mind is pure, spiritual progress is secure. No desires, no rebirths claim, freedom from life's endless game. The Atharva Veda speaks on the conjoining paths. Practice karma yoga alongside jnana yoga and bhakti yoga. Knowledge and devotion enhance your actions, leading to spiritual progress. Karma with jnana and bhakti aligns, each path the other defines. Knowledge and devotion feed actions that the soul does need. The Samaveda warns against attachments. Attachments and desires bind the soul, causing stagnation. Without spiritual progress, liberation remains unattainable, leading to rebirth. Attachments, desires create a block. Stagnation halts the spiritual walk. No progress, no moksha's light. Rebirth repeats the endless night. The Rig Veda discusses harmony. Balance in mind and body fosters a peaceful spirit. A peaceful spirit nurtures physical health, creating overall harmony. Mind and body balance found, spirit's peace in health is bound. Harmony in life's embrace, all three aspects find their place. The Atharva Veda on dissonance. Pursuit of material desires leads to imbalance and suffering. This imbalance disturbs both body and mind, perpetuating sorrow. Desires bring imbalance near, suffering grows, both far and near. Body troubled, mind distressed, in sorrow, life becomes a test. The Yajur Veda on convergence. The path of knowledge complements action and devotion. Together they form a unified path to liberation. Knowledge, action, devotion's light converge to guide the soul's flight. Unified in purpose clear, toward liberation they steer. The Sama Veda warns against divergence. Material attachments and pleasures hinder spiritual progress. Ignorance and ego prevent liberation, trapping the soul in the cycle of rebirth. Attachments and pleasures lead astray. From spiritual progress they sway. Ignorance, ego block the way to liberation's freeing ray. The Rig Veda on combination. Knowledge carried from past lives influences present actions. Together, they shape the future spiritual state, intertwined with past karma. Past knowledge and actions blend, shaping future without end. Karma links the lifelines tight, guiding through the spiritual night. The Atharva Veda on division. Ignorance and ego bind the soul, creating spiritual bondage. Ego and materialism foster ignorance, perpetuating the cycle of rebirth. Ignorance and ego bind, materialism blinds the mind. Bondage traps in cycle tight, perpetuating endless night. The Yajur Veda on association. Individual actions contribute to collective dharma, maintaining cosmic order. This cosmic order reflects back, influencing individual karma. Individual karma shapes the whole, collective dharma as its goal. Cosmic order keeps the score, reflecting back forevermore. The Sama Veda on disassociation. Detach from desires and ego to achieve liberation. Clinging to ego and desires hinders detachment, trapping the soul. Detach from desires and ego's chain, spiritual liberation you will gain. Cling to ego, desires tight. Detachment fades from sight. The Rig Veda on integration. Integrate right actions with true knowledge and devotion. Together they guide the soul towards liberation and fulfillment. Right actions, knowledge true, devotion guides in all you do. Together they create the way to liberation every day. The Atharva Veda on disintegration. Ignorance fragments the spirit, leading to rebirth. Attachments foster ignorance, perpetuating the cycle. Ignorance fragments, rebirth calls. Attachments foster spirits falls. In endless cycles bound tight, perpetuating the night. The central theme emerging from our exploration is the profound interconnectedness of actions, or karma, and spiritual evolution. The Vedas teach that every action has consequences that extend beyond a single lifetime, creating a web of cause and effect that influences future rebirths and spiritual progress. This theme is illustrated through the triads of coexistence: Atman, body, karma, causal relationships, actions, karma, rebirth, and reinforcement. Good karma, better rebirth, higher spiritual development. Another overarching theme is the Vedic emphasis on various pathways to liberation, or moksha, and the crucial role of self-realization. The Vedas describe multiple spiritual practices, including karma yoga, the path of action, jnana yoga, the path of knowledge, and bhakti yoga, the path of devotion, as means to transcend the cycle of reincarnation. This theme is reflected in the triads of integration: right actions, true knowledge, devotion, and inclusivity, karma, dharma, bhakti, leading to moksha. Self-realization, or understanding the true nature of the self, Atman, as distinct from the physical body and mind, is key to breaking free from samsara. The Vedas encourage individuals to reflect on their past actions, gain insight into the workings of karma, and cultivate detachment from material desires and ego. This reflective process is essential for achieving spiritual progress and ultimately merging with Brahman, the ultimate reality. The triads of retrospective understanding, reflection on past actions, understanding of karma, better future actions, and disassociation, detachment from desires, spiritual liberation, highlight this transformative journey. A third overarching theme is the importance of harmony and balance in spiritual practice, as emphasized in the Vedic teachings. Achieving a balanced state of mind, body, and spirit is crucial for attaining spiritual enlightenment. This theme is evident in the triads of harmonic balance, balanced mind, healthy body, peaceful spirit, and conjoined paths, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. The Vedas, with their profound insights into the nature of existence, encourage us to live mindfully, cultivate ethical behavior, and pursue self-realization. By understanding and applying these principles, individuals can break free from the cycle of samsara, achieve spiritual liberation, and ultimately merge with the divine essence of Brahman.